Yo, Kpaceguy here, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to episode 11 of 7 Reasons Why. This is 7 reasons why you should not get an OLED TV. Let's talk about it.
Perfect.
So I know this is 7 reasons, but we're actually going to stick with 5. I've found 5 really good reasons why you should not get an OLED. So we're going to start with number 5, and number 5 is going to be lifespan. So I know LG is probably the leader right now in OLED panels. And OLED panels from LG, they say that they would last forever. It would take about 54 years to start seeing a 50% decrease in overall brightness. So they claim that OLED TVs, at least from them, will last you a long time, far beyond the technology. So it says they'll last a long time, but I'm actually going to knock a point off for that because OLED's only been around for the last maybe 6 years or so. So we don't have any proof that it would last that long, and either do they. So we're going to go ahead and give this reason number 5 to LED. Number 4 on our list is going to be the price of the TV itself. You're paying for that OLED panel. It's a little bit different technology than what LED uses. It's an organic light emitting diode, so it's a little bit different than how LED works, and you're gonna have to pay for that technology as well. So when you're getting an OLED TV and you're looking for a TV, not only are you trying to compare price to size, but the technology itself adds to that price. So it's even harder to get the TV you want because you have to pay a little bit more. So for example, if you're getting a 55-inch LED or getting a 55-inch OLED, that OLED's most likely going to be more expensive. So we're gonna have to take a point off for OLED there. That's gonna be reason number 4. Number 3 on our list is going to be screen size. So LEDs get bigger than OLEDs. Well, OLEDs are kind of catching up now. LG has just announced an 88-inch 8K TV coming out here in a little bit. But LED in the past has always been able to be bigger than OLEDs. And I guess because of the technology that LED is using, you can kind of put as many lights on the back panel as you want because they are backlit. OLEDs are not backlit at all. So I think with that technology, you're kind of restricted in the size, but of course nowadays with technology kind of rapidly expanding, we're able to get OLEDs at bigger sizes. As you see now, we have an 8K TV from LG coming out. That's 88 inches huge. That's huge, guys. But we're gonna have to knock a point off for them as well because screen sizes are just easier to find on LED TVs, and they cost less as well. It costs less to get an 88-inch LED than does to get an 88-inch OLED. So that's gonna be reason number 3. Now you may have an idea what the last 2 reasons are, but you may not know what order it's in. But reason number 2 is going to be, of course, the brightness. Now we've all heard this. If we've heard any battle between OLED and LED, the first thing you're gonna hear is overall brightness. LEDs can get much brighter than your OLEDs can. For example, your headlights nowadays have LED lights in it. Your phones, they may still be LED and they're much brighter. So the things at Walmart that pop out at you, they're LED TVs. The ones that you go to are usually LED TVs. They kind of stick out more, they stand out more, they kind of draw your attention. Overall brightness is what humans tend to go towards, so LED brightness is just the king right now. Of course, in home, if you're using a room that's pretty light inside, has a lot of incoming light from the sun, no natural light, or if you have a lot of lighting in your ceiling or whatever you're doing, you may need some extra brightness for your television, especially for projectors. You may need a little bit of extra light, and so having an OLED panel, you may struggle to reach peak brightness enough for you to be able to see it in a lit room. It may not matter to most who watch TV at night or in a dark room, but for those who watch everyday television in the living room with family and you always have the windows open and you have the sun beaming in, you may struggle with an OLED. So reason number 2 is going to have to be brightness. Good old reason number 1, if you don't know it now, you're going to know it, and it's screen burn-in. And we've talked about this on this channel probably 2 or 3 times now, and a lot of channels have been talking about it. Screen burn-in is the number 1 reason on this list because it's the number 1 reason not to get an OLED. We talked about lifespan, probably the first reason. This also kind of goes hand in hand with that. Even if OLEDs do last 54 years of brightness, is it really going to last that long with how much burn-in you may have? That's kind of an issue right now. That's the big talk around town, is OLEDs just seem to get that burn-in. You can't leave it on too long. You can't watch CNN or NBC with the logos on the corner. You can't play too many games on it. You can't fall asleep with it on because you may wake up in the morning and realize that you just burned in that image on your screen. Again, you know, OLEDs have they're kind of software. You can kind of erase those pixels, refresh those pixels so that they're not stuck in your screen, but it's inevitable. You're gonna have it eventually, they say. I personally have not had it yet, but that's a whole nother video that I've already made. So we're gonna have to knock that point off of OLED as well. LEDs just don't get burn-in, they don't get screen retention. LEDs, they kind of sit in your screen. You get that faded picture etch on your screen. So if you're watching CNN and you're playing Xbox, you got a constant logo there, or you're watching the same stuff all the time, it always has a still image there, you're gonna end up burning that image into your screen and it's not going to go away. Therefore, you're losing the lifespan of your television. And there's no telling when you may or may not get that burn-in. You may open your TV today and a couple weeks from now you burned in, a new image, so you already lost the value of your TV within that short period of time. So it's hard to say when you're gonna get it, but people say you're going to get it. So it's not too good. It's kind of scary thought to spend that kind of money and end up losing your TV in the long run. So you're gonna have to make that reason number one. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for 5 reasons why you shouldn't get an OLED. I have an OLED TV and I love it. There's a lot of reasons why I love it, and that's gonna lead me to say that I'm gonna be making another video next week called 7 reasons why you should get an OLED, and it's gonna be pretty interesting. I actually have, I think, 7 reasons why you should. It's gonna be a pretty good battle. So those who love OLED, don't think I hate OLED. I have an OLED panel, but I do recognize the faults in the technology, and of course I wanna bring that information to you. So guys, make sure you leave a comment down below. What kind of TV are you using? Do you have an OLED? Do you have a LCD? Do you still have a plasma TV from back in the day? Let me know down below in the comments, what kind of TV are you looking to get here in 2019? I know what one I'm getting. And let me know down below what TV you think is better. Is OLED better? Is LED, LCD, is QLED better? Let me know down below. Smack that like button and hit that subscribe button right next to it. And then we'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for 7 reasons why you should get an OLED. Kpaceguy.